Today's project is replacing the hitch on our 1964 Serro Scotty Sportsman. Currently has a 1 7/8 ball hitch that obviously is not factory. Two problems with this. First off, and most significantly, the trailer is registered for a gross vehicle weight of 2,900 pounds. And I need to get it inspected because it was previously an out-of-state vehicle. So they require that I bring it to get inspected, to get registered. And part of that inspection, they look to make sure that your hitch and your ball, your coupling, and your gross vehicle weight and everything are all in agreement. So if we look here, you can see capacity 2,000 pounds. So this will not pass inspection because I'm registered at 2,900 pounds. If I was registered at 2,000, we'd be okay. But for convenience, all my other trailers are 2-inch ball. So I'd like to switch this to a 2-inch ball so that I don't have to keep switching the ball on my truck. I did buy, this is a 2-inch tongue. I bought a 2-inch tongue, 2-inch ball coupling, and it doesn't fit because I'll show you when I get this off, but basically they cut the factory hitch off of this, and the tube ends about right here. That's inside this coupling. And the 2-inch ball version of this, the second bolt hole is about right here, right at the end of the tube. So there's just not enough material there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to sleeve that and extend the tongue. So I bought this piece of 2.5-inch tube. I've already drilled it for some plug welds and the bolt holes for the coupling. There's my 2-inch ball, 2.5-inch tongue coupling, new grade 8 hardware. The other safety issue, these are the old safety chains here, the yellow ones. They were attached to the trailer with self-tapping sheet metal screws. So that's obviously not going to work. The other issue is that these hooks are much too small for my truck. My truck has a class 4 hitch and they just don't fit. So we're going to be making new safety chains with new bigger hooks, and I also want to put a foot onto the bottom of the jack. Right now the jack is just this piece of tube. We're going to be using this camper this summer at various campgrounds around the Northeast, and I want to have a foot so we don't lose the thing into the mud. So that's all on the docket today. This is my tube. This will go over just like that. That fits pretty good. Got a little bit of slop. I meant to bring some shims home from work. I forgot them. So think I might maybe tack it a couple times just to kind of hold it. And then we'll weld right around there. Okay, I think I've got that where I want it. I'm going to tack it and then double check, make sure it's still good, kind of mock it up before I fully weld the thing. Alright, we have a slight problem. I've never used the welder from my generator before. I always had a plug at my other house. This is a 240 volt 3-prong. My generator has 240 volt 4-prong, and I've also got a 240 volt twist lock 4-prong. I have an adapter. I had a twist lock at my other house, so I have the adapter from the 3-prong to a twist lock, but this is the 3-prong twist lock, not the 4 that I have here. I have an extension cord for the 4-prong twist lock, but I don't have the adapter, so I'm going to need to go track one of those down before I can proceed any further. Here we are, multiple hours later. I now have an adapter. I had to make this from the welder, and this will plug in to the generator. I'm going to do a little bit more, a little touch up, but that would probably hold. I just want to make it look a little bit nicer. Alright, it looks okay. Not great, but it's certainly not going anywhere. And as good as it's going to get, I think. So, just going to put a little primer on there really quick before it rusts up. little black. Wish I had gray to kind of match the rest of the trailer, but that's all right. I might paint the rest of the frame black to match this at some point here, so we'll make it look good eventually. Right now it needs to be functional. I'm going to tap some holes. I'm going to use these. This is where the safety chains were attached. I'm just going to use that same position, but just tap it for a 3/8 bolt. So I've got a 5/16 drill bit, just making sure. 5/16 drill bit. And that'll tap to a 3/8. My battery is low. Hopefully I can do one more hole. All right. Got that. Okay, that's through. And just do the other side. Paint's dry. I'm gonna put the coupler on. That goes just like that. So for the safety chain, I could have bought pre-made lengths of safety chain, but they were pretty expensive. It was cheaper to buy 10 feet of just regular like load chain, logging chain. So I'm gonna mount this and then measure out where I want it as far as length, and then I will bring that over to my vise and cut it. So the truck obviously is going to be here. I'd like this to have a little bit of a loop. Got to figure you're going to have the hooks on there, going to about right here. So if I cut them maybe this long, might be a little bit long, but then I can always twist it up, and if it's too much. Better too long than too short. So I'm going to hold this link up like that until I get over to my vise, so I know this one is the one to cut. Okay, we got 24 links counted out. This is the one I need to cut. So here we go. Alright, got my safety chains cut to length, so I can put these on now. Okay, now I've got these hooks. They fit on my truck, so just need to get the chain through here. Oh, but the chain doesn't fit. Gah. It will. There it goes. Whew. That was close. All right, there's one. Okay. Safety chain's done. Coupling is done. And the only thing left is to do the foot on the jack. I think there might even be a hole already there. So that would be pretty sweet. So the trailer is hooked to my truck. I've got the jack down just enough to hold the foot in place so I can line up the hole and just drill a hole for the pin straight through this thing. Got the mark. I'm gonna pull the foot off. It'll be a little easier to drill. I'm not through the other side yet, but feels like I'm not making any progress. Let's see. Not that far. Oh, we must be really close. This drill's getting chewed up though. I feel like I'm in a rock. I don't know. Something's not right here. Okay, we're through. I punched through with a smaller bit and then went through with the proper size. Let's see. Put this on. Put our pin through. Oh, jeez. The drill bit walked quite a bit on this back side, so it's not even close to lining up. That's better. All right, let's see if this fits. I think maybe I might drill this out a little bit, make those holes a little bit bigger, one size bigger probably, that hole there. Okay, got that on there. There was so many, all that dirt and rocks and stuff came out of the tube. There was just like, there's big rocks like that in there, and I was messing up the drill, I was messing up the bolt going through, but got that figured out. I do have I made one mistake. When I measured, or estimated, I'll say, for the safety chains, I forgot to think about the length of the hitch. So that's way too tight. So that's a bummer. I'm gonna have to go buy more chain and make these again. So, oh well, but everything else came out pretty good. I think we'll be ready for the inspection. The only thing I have left to check, once I get this hooked up, I'm going to bring it out to the road where it's level. I want to see how the trailer is sitting. I have this is a 6-inch drop receiver, like hitch. I have an 8-inch drop with an 1 7/8" ball right now. I may put a 2-inch ball on the 8-inch drop if I need it, but I just want to see how everything's sitting. Well, it's not 100% level, or level ground, I mean, but I think I do want to put the 8-inch drop hitch on. It's just a little bit too low in the back end. The thing is that I actually figured out the proper length of safety chain. That's 31 links. I cut it at 24 before. So, yep, need to make one that's the right length. And then I think we'll be good to go. I had to buy a new 2-inch ball. That's my 8-inch drop hitch. I didn't have any spare 2-inch balls with a 1-inch shank, so I had to buy one of those. So I'll be all set up here. And of course, they didn't have any more of the 1/4-inch chain that I bought previously for the second. I had enough to make one full-length safety chain, but not two. And I'd like them to at least match, if for aesthetics only. But so anyways, I bought the overpriced pre-made safety chain kit that I didn't want to buy the first time, and we'll just cut this to fit. All right, I think it's all set to go. Gotta go get it inspected tomorrow. Tomorrow's last day of my temporary registration. We've got new safety chains, foot on the jack, new coupling, extended tongue. I had to buy a new hitch ball because I didn't have another 2-inch. When we bought it in the fall, I put on new marker lights on both sides. These are LED, you know, kind of made to look like the original ones. We put new tires on it. I don't have the hubcaps on right now. They need some paint and stuff. So it's got new tires. We fixed one of the broken windows. I put new bulbs in the taillights. So those are LED bulbs. So yeah, hopefully we pass inspection. Hopefully we can get our plate. And we have a camping trip scheduled in the end of May, middle of May, really, about a month from now. So our plan is to take this, and all 4 of us will sleep in there, and we'll see how it goes. The camper has passed inspection. Brought it this morning for first trip on the road since we brought it home. We towed it home back in the fall. We took back roads. We never really got it more than probably 50 miles an hour. It had some old tires on it that weren't great. So this was a good shakedown run. Everything went well. The only issue I had to fix there was I needed reflectors. These lights are kind of like reproduction. They're LEDs made to look like the originals, but they don't have reflectors built into the lens, so I needed a reflector. This is what they had at the parts store, you know, a mile down the road from the DMV, so that's what I got. But I might look for something a little bit more period appropriate. You can see the red one. It's legal, but I don't know, it doesn't look the best. We'll see what we can find. But this is ready to go. Well, at least it's road legal. We're gonna do a little bit more work to get it fully ready for camping. Let's show you around here. Need to seal up this corner. It's been done once, but needs some help. There's a couple of these windows that this is totally, it's hardly attached. One on the other side, the latch is broken, so it just shoots open. Let me kind of show you the inside here. Little dining area. There was that front window was missing when we bought it. So there's some water damage on that front wall. There's a little bit of softness up in the roof around the vent. It's been fixed. It's dry now, but that'll need to be addressed at some point. Little bed, fridge, that's a bathroom in that door there. Sink and stove. The stove is in pretty tough shape. We may, I don't know, we may take that out or do something, but like just in my drive today, that's all on the floor there. That's all rust that fell out of the stove. So that's the inside. We're probably gonna do it's got an awning actually. I can't back up because there's weeds here, but this is an awning. We're probably gonna do a little test camping in the lawn here, just to make sure that we know how it goes, and we're gonna have our boys sleeping in there with us, see if they like it. Hopefully they do. But yeah, we're all set to go. Next time you see this, hopefully we'll be on the road somewhere.